Welcome everyone, I'm Dale and this is Cinema Historia. A talent scout, a hopeful pitcher, and the Chicago White Sox. This week we're going back to 1949 for a biographical film, yes, a baseball true story called The Stratton Story, starring James Stewart, June Allison, and Frank Morgan. And this is directed by Sam Wood. So where does our story begin this week? Well, it begins with Texas farm boy Monty Stratton, played by James Stewart. Monty demonstrates he has a knack for pitching a baseball and gets noticed by Barney Weil, played by Frank Morgan. Barney, a retired pitcher, now a talent scout, manages to arrange a tryout with the Chicago White Sox during the team's spring training in California. He shows promise and is given a $300 a month contract. On his first evening of spring training, Monty is introduced to a young woman named Ethel, played by June Allison. They start dating and fall in love. He promises marriage, but must leave for Chicago, where he's sent down to a minor league team. He is called back to the White Sox and returns to Chicago with his newlywed bride. By the end of the season, though, they are expecting a child. Even pitching a road game while his wife is giving birth, his career progresses and Monty improves so much that he is voted as All-Star in the American League. During the off-season of 1938, Monty, his wife, and newly born son return to his family farm in Texas. So, does Monty's marriage and career steadily progress, or does something happen in the off-season that changes the course of our story? Warner Brothers contract player Ronald Reagan wanted the title role, but the studio refused to loan him to MGM because they believed the film would be a failure. Well, they were wrong. The Stratton Story was a financial success. At the 1950 Academy Awards, it won the Academy Award for Best Motion Picture Story. At the 1950 Laurel Awards, it won Best Male Performance for James Stewart and Best Female Performance for June Allison. And it also won the Most Popular Male Star for James Stewart at the Photoplay Awards in 1950. James Stewart and June Allison recreated the roles for a 1-hour radio version of this film on the Lux Radio Theater, and the first broadcast was February 13th, 1950. Pretty cool. And our trivia question this week, was there something from this film that made it into the Legends of Hollywood? Was there something from this film that made it into the Legends of Hollywood? So, a little more history and the answer to our trivia question coming up next. Now for history this week, I thought it might be interesting to talk more about our star ball player, Monty Stratton. Now doing the history is going to give away more of the plot to our movie, which I apologize for, but it's too interesting to pass by. So Monty Franklin Pierce Stratton was born in 1912 in the East Texas community of Wagner near Greenville, USA. After his father died, Stratton, who was a teen, helped his mother run the farm. He played for local semi-pro teams and joined a minor league club and got signed by a White Sox scout. Stratton made his major league debut with the White Sox in June of 1934. He became prominence in 1937 when he was named an American League All-Star and posted a 15.5 record and a 2.40 ERA. Stratton followed that with a 15.9 mark in 1938. On Sunday, November 27, 1938, Stratton, his wife Ethel, and their son Monty Jr. visited his mother at their family farm. On that afternoon, Stratton suffered a gunshot wound while hunting rabbits when his .32 caliber automatic pistol accidentally discharged. The bullet entered below his right hip and lodged near his knee. Hospitalized and showing improvements, the next day on November 28, 1938, gangrene had set in and doctors determined amputation was imperative. The day of the amputation was on the birthday of one-year-old son, Monty Jr. The White Sox and Cubs agreed to play an exhibition benefit game to raise funds to help with Stratton's medical bills. White Sox owner J. Lou Comiskey told Stratton he would have a job with the club as long as he wanted. Stratton pitched in this benefit game on May 1st, 1939 at Comiskey Park. The White Sox won 4-1, beating Dizzy Dean before 25,594 spectators, and Stratton even delivered their ceremonial first pitch. More than $29,000 was raised, according to the Tribune. Stratton had taught himself to pitch, hit, and field on a prosthetic wooden leg. And in 1946, 8 years after the accident, he pitched a full season in their minor leagues and compiled 18 wins. Monty Stratton passed away on September 29th, 1982, at the age of 70. And Jimmy Stewart said after his passing, "We have exchanged Christmas cards ever since I did the picture. He was a very nice man who lived the sport of baseball and was a great credit to it." And yes, I highly recommend this as a baseball movie. It might just be one that you have not seen. And the answer to our trivia question this week was, there something from this film that made it into the Legends of Hollywood? Interesting enough, Jimmy Stewart's portrait in the Legends of Hollywood stamp series was based on a publicity photo from the 1949 The Stratton Story. Pictured here is Jimmy's daughter Kelly at the unveiling in 2007. And Monty Stratton himself commented that Stewart did a great job of playing me in a picture which I figured was about as true to life as they could make it. And that was. I hope you liked this video, and if you like my videos, can you help keep my passion alive and hit the subscribe button? And if you're a new subscriber, I thank you very much. I had a request for a film noir, and that's in the works, so thank you very much for your request. I'd like to dedicate, though, this video in honor of an inspirational ball player, Monty Stratton. Thanks for watching, everyone, and I hope to see you back next week.
Monty Stratton has not won just a ball game. He's won a greater victory. As he goes on pitching, winning, leading a rich, full life, he stands as an inspiration to all of us. He's living proof of what a man can do if he has the courage and determination to refuse to admit defeat.